This next mindfulness practice is called sensing the divine through the breath. In several case studies, I shared how some of my clients were able to connect with something that they called the divine, love, God, spirit, many other names, but it was something that they felt was deeply loving and felt healing and supportive to connect to. So in this practice, we will be experimenting with using a form of active imagination to connect to the breath as though it is alive, to see if you experience something similar to what some of my clients experienced. Again, don't get discouraged if you feel like this isn't helpful. It might be helpful to experiment working with an energy healer, a Reiki master, a mindfulness teacher, an IFS teacher if you're wanting to continue to foster these skills. In my experience with clients, I've never had a client not be able to eventually connect to something that they call loving or divine when they begin experimenting with this practice. I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit. I invite you to allow your eyes to gently close, or perhaps find a soft place to gaze. I invite you to bring your awareness inward, beginning to notice what is present. Again, with all mindfulness practices, the point is to observe what is present with some non-judgment and some acceptance. So accepting whatever you notice internally. I invite you to begin to bring your awareness to your breath, beginning to sense where it is in and around your body, perhaps where it's flowing inside your body, perhaps noticing if there's any constriction as you inhale or exhale, perhaps noticing the length of the inhalation and the exhalation. Beginning by just accepting what the breath is doing. And if you're having any thoughts of doubt or anything kind of distracting you, just continue to accept what's present and just invite that curiosity in as you begin to focus on the breath. After a few moments of allowing the breath to be as it is, I invite you to begin to deepen and slow your breath as we have done in several previous exercises, by breathing into your lower rib cage so that your lower abdomen expands, and slowing the breath to about a 4-count inhalation, 4-count exhalation. Again, if your mind begins to wander, just gently accept what's present and bring your focus back to the breath, setting the intention to slow and deepen the breath. Again, offering some appreciation to your body for how it breathes and keeps you safe. How is your body responding to this gentle reminder that you can slow and deepen your breath? For a moment, I invite you to bring your awareness into your heart space. And from here, I want you to begin to bring your awareness to the air that you breathe. I want you to begin to focus on the air that surrounds you. The air that enters as you inhale and fills your body. And I want to suggest that the air has the following qualities. The air does not discriminate on who can access it. The air is available to everyone always. The air holds you in its arms even when you are not asking it to. The air is love. The air is light. The air respects your free will. The air loves all of creation equally. As you breathe in the air, it enters your body through your nose and fills your lungs. And it begins the process of sending this necessary oxygen, love, and light to your blood through your heart. As your heart pumps this oxygen, this air, this love, this light through the blood, it sends it to every cell of your body. As it enters every cell of your body, it strengthens your life force and gives you life so that you become the air, the love, and the light that you breathe. You are the air that you breathe. All of creation is the air that you breathe, and it breathes. All of creation is love and light. Focus on this concept for several minutes as you focus on the breath. Does the air have a shape, a color, a texture, a quality, a vibration? What do you notice happening internally as you focus on the breath and imagine that it is love, that it loves you unconditionally, that it is always there to support you? What do you notice happening in your heart space as you focus on this air that you breathe, this love, this light? Do you feel called to speak to the air? If so, what do you want to ask it? I invite you to use your imagination to talk to the air, to sit in conversation with the air for as long as you would like. If you're finding this exercise challenging, I invite you not to get discouraged, but just continue to focus on the suggestions that I made as you focus on the air. That the air is love, the air is light, that it loves you unconditionally and is always there to support you. Stay with this as long as you feel called to do so, even if it is longer than this meditation. After you are ready to close this practice, I invite you to create some sort of ritual exploring what this practice was like for you. Perhaps journaling, creating some form of art project, a movement piece, a song.